everybody, Aircrete Jeff here. Did the first pour yesterday using the formulations that I'd come up with on my chart based on what everybody said they were doing, and the pour came out really good. But I wanted to show you this burlap that I found. It's a roll. Let me see how long the roll is. It's Jobs, and it's made. I got it at Home Depot, and because it's burlap, I knew it would absorb the moisture, and it would actually bond pretty well. And it's 72 square feet, 3 foot by 24 feet. I think it was like $10. So pretty easy to work with. So anyway, so I put some of that in a couple of these. Here's one that I got out right here. It's turned out pretty good. I found out that when you just kind of pour it in there, you get a little bit larger air bubbles. And actually, this one here is pretty dry. It's pretty light. But the air bubbles are pretty uniform. But it didn't collapse at all. It had no collapsing. You can push it in, but it's fairly strong. Actually, it's only 1 day. It's 1 day, and I cannot really push my finger into that. So it's a really good mix. There's the brick that I poured. You can see it's got a really good consistency. It's not dry. This is only 1 day. I mean, I just pulled it out a couple hours ago. So that is a very nice brick. And again, I'm pushing my finger into it, and it's very strong for 1 day. So I'm not sure what formulations these guys are using. I'm not sure. It's like the video that Aircrete Harry did. He was saying 2.1 gallons of foam, but his bucket was a 2.5 quart, and he did that twice, which is going to give you an extra quart. So 2.25, so it's a little bit heavier on the foam. And then they're really not weighing it. This was actually weighed out 1,029 ounces, or grams of foam. So there was actually everything was weighed out exactly right. And then there's one. This is still in the container, and you can see, and so it's fairly easy to get out. You pop the sides and push it out. It's got a lot of moisture. I mean, look at the water dripping off of it. That was the moisture in the bottom. So I'm not sure, by keeping that moisture and keeping this in a sealed container, this is pretty strong stuff. I'm going to weigh it later once it dries out. Right now it's super wet, but I mean, that's a very good sample as far as I'm concerned, and it's pushing your finger into it. Well, yeah, you can do it, but it's after 1 day, that is strong. So I'll get back with you guys and we'll see. Maybe I'll push this one out here. I've got another one. Push this one out and show you just how much water comes out of it. But there was I didn't put any Dawn or any PAM or anything to help it release. But look at the water. I mean, that's how much water's in the bottom of that. And then take it out. So actually, that's pretty good. So anyway, that's where I'm at now, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add let me turn this up here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some mortar to I'm going to put the mortar inside of here, and in the bottom. So I'm going to have a mortar bed in that, and then pour the and then put the put this in the mesh into the form with the mortars already in there, and then pour the Aircrete into here and see how well it bonds with the mortar that's in it. And if it bonds to the mortar, then you've got a good strong outer shell with your Aircrete kind of in the middle, and then all you have to do is coat the one side, or even you can coat it and then close it up, and then it's all encapsulated. So let's see how that goes. That'll be my next test. But I love this brick. This brick turned out great. So now I'm going to cut the brick with a saw and square it up and see exactly what it looks like as a finished product. So y'all have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.